In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on June 24, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Texas Rangers versus Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore snapped a 2-game skid by taking the first game from the Rangers, who are now riding their own 2-game losing streak. Both lineups have been pretty quiet this year, and while the Rangers' pitching has been respectable, the Orioles staff as a whole has been near the bottom of the league with the 26th-ranked team earned run average. Despite that, their guy Morton has been lights out recently, allowing just a single run over his last 2 starts combined. Expect him to keep that momentum going against a Texas offense that got shut down completely in the series opener. On the other side, Latz looked good in his first start of the year after moving from the bullpen, and there's reason to believe he'll deliver another strong performance. It looks like Texas will have to patch things together on the mound, likely using a string of relievers to get through this one. That's a tough spot to be in against the Orioles, who have shown plenty of pop at their home park, launching 51 home runs and batting a solid .250 at Camden Yards. Baltimore sends right-hander Charlie Morton to the hill, and he's finally looking like the guy they wanted when they brought him in. The team has won every single one of his last 5 starts, 3 of which were quality starts. His control is back, and he's consistently giving his team a chance to win. He should be able to handle business again, allowing the Orioles bats to capitalize on a taxed Rangers bullpen. As our first pick for this matchup, the Baltimore Orioles money line is our full game side pick. The first game of this set stayed under the total, and there's a good chance we'll see a repeat. The Rangers have had trouble scoring runs all season long, batting a collective .228 as a team. Making matters worse, they're missing one of their key power bats in first baseman Berger. This lack of offense has led to the total going under in 3 of their last 5 contests. On the other side, we've already covered how well Morton has been pitching lately. His strong performances have been a big reason why the under has hit in 4 of his last 5 starts. The Orioles as a team have also trended toward lower scoring games, going under in 3 of their last 5 matchups overall. Despite the fact that both starting pitchers gave up just 1 run in their most recent outings, the odds makers have posted a high total of 10 for this game. That number seems a bit inflated when you look at these offenses. Neither of these clubs is an offensive powerhouse, with both sitting outside the top 23 in the league for runs scored. The Rangers have been especially cold, managing to push across only 3 total runs in their last 2 games. The Orioles haven't been much better, scoring 8 runs over their last 3 contests, with a big chunk of that coming in just 1 game. Expect both starters to keep the bats quiet in what should be a straightforward, low-scoring contest. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Blue Jays versus Cleveland Guardians. The Toronto Blue Jays and Cleveland Guardians are kicking off a 3-game series, and the Jays look like the right side. Toronto has been playing solid baseball for the last month and have been backing them with good results. Their pitcher, Lauer, has been stretching out further in his recent appearances, even though he's technically a reliever. Over his last 15.2 innings, he's been tough to square up, giving up only 9 hits and 3 runs. Cleveland starter Logan Allen has been a different story. He's been far more vulnerable, carrying a 4.21 earned run average and a 1.48 WHIP. He hasn't been any better at home, where his earned run average sits at 4.18, while opposing batters are hitting .252 against him. Allen has also had trouble with the long ball and can lose his command from time to time. There are other trends favoring Toronto here. Cleveland has a habit of stumbling in the first game of a series after getting a win. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays just keep hitting the ball effectively and have been disciplined enough to avoid racking up strikeouts. The Guardians lineup, on the other hand, can get jumpy and impatient, which causes them to strike out more and leave a lot of runners on base. Lauer has been dependable all year and is coming into this game fresh off a dominant performance where he fanned 8 batters. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Both clubs are coming into this series opener well rested after having Monday off. That means their bullpens are fresh and they won't hesitate to use their top relief arms if the situation calls for it. The Guardians are giving the ball to Allen, who, despite some shaky numbers, has been getting results lately. The team has come out on top in 4 of his last 5 starts. The Blue Jays will counter with Lauer, whose 2.29 earned run average is even more impressive. Toronto's bats went quiet in their last series, where they surprisingly dropped 2 of 3 games to the struggling Chicago White Sox. Cleveland's games have been consistently low scoring, with the total going under in every one of their last 8 contests. Expect that trend to continue tonight. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Athletics versus Detroit Tigers. On Tuesday, the Athletics will head to Comerica Park to face the Detroit Tigers. Detroit is coming into this series with one of the best records in baseball, even though they just dropped their last series to the Rays. The Tigers have been especially tough at home this year, boasting a 26-12 record at Comerica Park, while the Athletics have struggled on the road with a 17-21 mark. The A's have been in a slump over the past 2 months, and they're sending Luis Severino to the mound, who has been highly inconsistent in his last 5 starts. The Tigers will counter with Tarik Skubal, who has been dominant, allowing a total of just 3 earned runs over his last 5 outings. This strong pitching has translated to success for Detroit, as they've covered the run line in 4 of Skubal's last 5 starts. The Tigers have proven to be a reliable bet against the spread, covering the run line in 55.3% of their home games. They've also performed well when playing as favorites at home, covering 50% of the time in that situation. The Athletics, on the other hand, have had difficulty against the run line, covering in only 47.5% of their games overall and 50% as road underdogs. Given Detroit's recent dominance at home and Skubal's stellar pitching, the Tigers are a strong play in this matchup. As our first pick for this matchup, the Detroit Tigers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Athletics typically struggle to score on the road, averaging only 4 runs per game. While they've had some limited success against Skubal in the past, it's unlikely to translate into a high-scoring performance this time around. The visitors also lack momentum, having won just 2 of their last 6 games. Skubal's counterpart, Severino, has shown significant differences in his performance between home and road games. He also boasts a 29% strikeout rate and a 27% whip rate against current Tigers hitters. Expect a low-scoring affair on Tuesday. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Atlanta Braves versus New York Mets. The Atlanta Braves and New York Mets are squaring off in a National League East clash, with both clubs trying to find their footing. The Braves, holding a 36-41 record, find themselves in 3rd place, while the 46-33 Mets have dropped into 2nd place after winning only 2 of their last 10 games. On paper, this matchup looks like 2 teams heading in opposite directions. The Braves have been playing their best baseball of the season lately, while the Mets seem to have completely lost their way. The pitching matchup features Spencer Strider for Atlanta, who has been solid with a 3.89 earned run average and a 1.14 WHIP. The Mets are expected to counter with Frankie Montas, who we haven't seen yet this season because of an injury. Normally, the Braves would be the obvious choice here, but Strider's history against this specific Mets lineup is concerning. In 98 at-bats, current Mets hitters have tagged him for a .306 batting average and a .387 on-base percentage, including 3 home runs. The Mets are also a much better team than their recent records suggest and are due to snap out of this slump. While I'm not a fan of backing a pitcher making his season debut this late in the year, the Mets' proven success against Strider is too significant to ignore. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. Neither of these offenses has been impressive lately. Over the month of June, the Braves team OPS is a meager .683, which ranks them 26th in all of baseball. The Mets have been even worse, sputtering to a .219 batting average over their last 15 days, landing them at 27th in the league during that stretch. Even with Strider on the mound for Atlanta, the pitcher-friendly dimensions of Citi Field should help keep the score down. History backs this up, as 3 of the 4 games these two have played this season have finished with fewer than 9 runs. The only game that went over was a 5-4 Braves victory that needed extra innings. The Mets have gone under the total in 4 of their last 6 games and have been a strong underbet at home all season. Atlanta's games have also trended toward lower scores, with an overall under record of 29-43-5. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Yankees versus Cincinnati Reds. The Cincinnati Reds are set to host the New York Yankees for the second game of their 3-game set. As exciting as it is to see Chase Burns finally get the call to the big leagues, I'm more interested in watching him pitch than betting on him here. Making your major league debut at just 22 years old against a lineup like the Yankees is a monumental task, especially for a guy who was pitching in college just last season. The Reds as a team have also had their issues with left-handed starters, posting a 9-15 record against them, and their bullpen is shaky, ranking in the bottom half of the league. Meanwhile, the Yankees have found a groove with Carlos Rodon on the mound, winning his last 6 starts against opponents outside of the tough American League East. I can see the argument for the Reds, especially after they played well in the series opener, and there's no denying that Chase Burns is one of the most hyped prospects in baseball. Still, this is an incredibly tough spot for a debut. While Burns can touch triple digits with his fastball, scouts have noted that the pitch can still be hit hard. The Yankees' offense has been inconsistent at times, but they are the superior team in this matchup and have a clear advantage on the mound. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Yankees money line is our full game side pick. At first glance, you might expect a shootout between two teams that have strong offenses. However, the Yankees have been in a major slump at the plate, averaging a paltry 2.7 runs over their last 11 games. Carlos Rodon is taking the ball for New York, and he is in the middle of his best season in pinstripes. His 3.1 earned run average is impressive enough, but he's been even more dominant on the road and in night games this season. On the other side, the rookie Chase Burns is making his MLB debut after putting up absolutely elite numbers in the minor leagues, where he posted a 1.77 earned run average before his promotion. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.